Good afternoon. My name is Officer Dwayne Graham with California Highway Patrol out of Westminster. I'm here today to provide you some details regarding an officer-involved shooting. Today we had two officers from the Westminster CHP office that were working a maintenance detail in conjunction with Caltrans in the area of the Katella Avenue on-ramp to southbound 605. During that maintenance detail, the Caltrans workers came across a pedestrian located within the area behind me here, the brush area. So after that, they contacted our CHP units to investigate. Two of our officers made contact with a male, adult male, and at that time an officer-involved shooting occurred. At this time, I can provide you some updates of the fact that we do have minor injuries to one of our officers. In addition to that, we do have a deceased male, middle-aged male. Investigation is still ongoing, but I can confirm we do have a deceased male adult as a result of this officer-involved shooting.
Was your weapon recovered?
They're still investigating. I don't have details on what was recovered. That will come at a later date.
Is that person deceased as a result of officer fire?
What I could say at this time is, upon making entry and contact with that individual, after repeated attempts to give commands to have the individual that was suspected of being involved in this incident to come out, we located the deceased male once we made entry.
So this suspect was walking on the freeway while the two were working on the freeway?
No, right behind me, there's a heavily brushed area. It's a cloverleaf. So the Katella Avenue on-ramp to southbound 605, it's right over my left shoulder here. It's a heavily brushed, thicketed area. So that individual was located within that brush by Caltrans. They alerted the CHP officers that are working as part of the detail. At that time, the officers went to make contact with that individual, and that's when that officer-involved shooting occurred.
What made them alert the CHP officer? What did he do to the Caltrans?
So it wasn't what he did, I'm not sure of, but it's unlawful to be in that area on state property.
Was he found deceased inside the tent? I know there's some talk about a tent.
Just in the area. There's no, whether he's found in the tent or not, I don't have those details, but he's located in the area. The same area that we had suspected.
Was it
About
believed
the
he was
operation of the fire chips, that was pretty unusual to see.
Can we turn off that phone with Robert?
was it believed it was a transient?
I don't have details on that. For now, it's a male pedestrian. As far as the whereabouts and what have you, we don't have details.
The original release said that he had hidden inside a tent. That's why we're bringing up the tent. Is that?
There are items in that location. I can't confirm if it's a tent or what have you, but there are many items located within that brush area.
Is that an area that homeless people meet that side of the freeway in this whole area? Aside from whatever this person may or may not
Sure.
do, there tends to be these areas. Is this one of them? Can you give us some perspective?
Yeah, we have plenty. So a lot of times when you have the areas that are heavily covered, there's shade. Many areas throughout our jurisdiction and otherwise. One night there could be nothing. The next there could be individuals living there with plenty of other items that have been brought in. So it's common.
You know, as the officers who end up being Caltrans when they try to clear out areas, there's got to be something in the back. I mean, this is something that's happened there that one of your officers is thinking, or you're sorry, about. But it's got to be in the back of your mind. I mean, this whole thing has more going to happen.
Yeah, absolutely. As officers, we're always aware and alert of our surroundings, okay? And that goes with any situation or environment that we're working in. Specific to, in this case here, it's a heavily brushed area. It could be a residence that we're going into. It could be a car that we're going into. So our officers are always trained to be alert, be aware of their surroundings, and otherwise have good officer safety in any situation that we're going into.
Do you guys get mental health training to deal with people with mental health issues?
We do. California Highway Patrol, along with other law enforcement agencies, we do get some training to deal with individuals that we may come in contact that may have mental health concerns or issues.
What was the timeline? It sounds like it happened pretty quick. On them making contact with this individual, then the OIS happened. Can you give us a broader description of that timeline?
Yeah, I could try to do that. I know it was about 9:20, 9:21 is when the call went out and the officer involved shooting. So I don't have the specific details as to how many minutes prior to that, but it was just a few moments before that where the officers made contact with the individual.